Norbert Rillieux revolutionized the sugar industry by inventing a refining process, evaporation with multiple effects, that is still in use today. Norbert Rillieux was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, on March 17, 1806, the son of a white engineer and a formerly enslaved person, Constance Vivant. As a boy, he showed interest in engineering, and his father sent him to study in Paris, France. He studied applied mechanics at the École Centrale in Paris. While in Paris, Rillieux wrote many papers on steam engines. Rillieux returned to New Orleans, Louisiana, to work in the sugar industry in the 1830s. At the time, making sugar was slow, expensive, and dangerous. Sugar cane was pressed from the cane and put into a large kettle, heated, and left until most of the water was out. The slave workers then had to put the hot sticky fluid into smaller and smaller pots as it thickened. Rillieux wanted to make this process safer and more efficient. He came up with the idea of the multiple-effect pan evaporator vacuum. Norbert Rillieux's invention revolutionized the processing of sugar. In 1846, he received a patent for a multiple-effect vacuum evaporator that turned sugar cane juice into a fine grade of white sugar crystals. Norbert Rillieux's process was more efficient and economical than any other method. His process is still used throughout the sugar industry today, not only for the production of sugar, but also for soap, gelatin, condensed milk, and glue, as well as for the recovery of waste liquids in factories and distilleries. As the status of free blacks deteriorated in the South, he returned to Paris, where he lived until his death. Norbert Rillieux died in France on October 8, 1894. His wife, Emily Coco, died in 1912 and is buried beside him. Although his contribution to science was not fully appreciated during his lifetime, in 2002, the American Chemical Society designated the invention of the multiple-effect evaporator under vacuum a National Historic Chemical Landmark in New Orleans. In 2004, Norbert Rillieux was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame.